And there we go, it's in the trailer. I'm only 5 miles from home, so very close, and I had to just drop it now. It was a little bit tough to take it from the trailer because what's happened, one of the wheel completely seized, this one, so I had to put some WD-40 just to be able to push it from the trailer, because you just go halfway and stop. Oh, wait a minute, something happens. Okay. All right, I get some power. Oh, good. All right, so at least I know that's working, at least for some moment. There's no compression for sure. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, it's not gonna start without the clutch. I got this. All right, at least that's good news. Oh, so I get some power. Okay, so that's a good news. We get something. No, so basically it crank. However, it doesn't have a compression. Pretty common, I will say, in that Fiat. What usually happen, they have a multi-air valves there, and they stuck, especially when the car is sitting for some times, because there's no oil, and the valves, kind of like lifters valves, don't move, so they're just losing compression. It may need to be replaced. It's around 1100, which is not so bad for what I pay for a car. If this is only the issue, I'll be absolutely super happy. But there's also a way to try mess with this before you do anything else. So I'm going to see if my trick can work, and maybe I go and start it and get back my pressure. So let me show you very quickly what I'm talking about. So you need to open right here, and when you look inside, oh yeah, right there, there's basically like a small, I'm talking about this part. So what you usually can do is just put some oil there and try to press this very gently to get the oil to that multi-air valves. All right, let's see if this is going to work. I don't have really anything to put this better way, so I'm gonna mess a little bit, but I put some oil. Now I'm gonna try to reach there. I try to put that oil to the valves, but looks like there is oil. I don't think there is a problem with pressure, all that stuff. Let me show you very quickly how to remove that starter. So basically from the top, there is an accumulator right here, the battery. So you need to remove that. This is 3 bolts, number 13, to get the access right here. And there's 1 bolt, again 13, just like this. And then you need to go under the car, and you have a, so basically starter is, wait a second, okay, just try to get a better light. So you see starter is right here. I mean, it's not in the right now because I remove it, but there is a bolt. I hope you can see. There you go. 1, 2, these 2 bolts need to be removed. 13, and there is a connector. Let me, oh my goodness. All right, connectors right here. Again, number 13. like this. So this is it. 2 from the bottom, like this, and 1 from the top. In this car was only 1 on the bottom, but I just checked online, and this is actually very often, but Fiat missing 1 bolt. I don't know why, but this is not the first one I see. And how I said, this is the original starter, so it looks like they try to save some money in the Fiat and they skip 1 bolt. The new starter, and we're gonna see if that's gonna help. Okay, so it's in place. I have to do 1 more bolt from the top, and we're gonna test it. Okay, I put everything together, almost everything together, just for quick start to see what's happened. The battery is back. New starter is in. What is gonna say now? What do you think, guys? No, it's doing the same. Look pretty good here. I don't see any bad. Sometimes that I like to crack here. So let me crank it and see what's going to happen, how that valves work. Okay, so this is the old one. I'm gonna see what's going on. And yeah, they're definitely stacking. This one I cannot move at all. And this is the old one I just removed. And this is new but used. And this valve's moving very easily. So hopefully we're gonna have all this good. I need to remove my special tool now. I'm moving to this one and put it back on the car and see if that's gonna work. Everything put together, battery in place, Let's see. Alright, so definitely the breather is working. So I don't know now. It's a little bit surprised me. So look like so I just bleed the multi-air valves and all is good. So there's a pressure there, but there's still no pressure on the engine at all. So I will say it's gonna be probably some timing problem. I see the timing belt, it doesn't look so well. So I'm gonna have to remove all this, remove that engine mount, remove wheel, because that's very access from the side, and see if it maybe that timing belt skip on one teeth or something, because I don't hear any valves hitting anything. On the BMW I had that timing skip on two, and there was, you could hear some noise in the valves. It looked like pistons hit the valves, but if there is only one skip on the one, may lose pressure, compression on the cylinders, but you're not gonna hear any noise when you try to crank it. So it looks like this is still good. So I may sell this as a good part, because that's not the problem. So this is the multi-air for the valves. I put a new, and there's a pressure because I tried to bleed it, and when I bleed it, you see that oil is all over. So that's mean it shouldn't be an issue with that. So my next step is going to be timing belt, which, how I say before, I removed that cover, and I see that, you know, belt is not the best condition. I didn't try to mess with this because you need to change the water pump, all the stuff. I want to first see if this is going to be problem. My idea is this engine has 117,000 miles, so I want to rebuild this no matter what. But just want to start slow and see, you know, how much stuff I have to buy. So it would be very nice if I can crank and start and then work with it, but looks like it's not gonna be my case. So Fiat for now gonna be just sitting here. I'm not gonna do anything with it because I'm too busy with other stuff. So right now this baby has to wait. I fixed the C-Class, so I changed the alternator and I remove and put a new headlights. They look beautiful. And I have one more coat which showing me the flaps in the intake on the cylinder 1. It looks like it doesn't open or doesn't close. So I'm gonna try to mess with it, because you can basically access this from the front of the intake. Maybe it's gonna help. Sometimes they just stuck. If not, I'm gonna get a new intake from junkyard, because that intake is the one that get a lot of water, so may get some damage. But overall, it's working beautiful. And the Winnie Mini, with the Mini. So far, I fixed the transmission. Transmission is done. Put it together. Just need to put the oil. I replaced the water pump already. Waiting for the alternator because I get a one, but my alternator is a 2 pins, and the one they sent it to me was 3 pins, so I couldn't connect it. So I called to the supplier and they exchanged for me. I should be here on Thursday. I'm gonna put the alternator. The belt looking very good, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Tensioners also absolutely no loose, nothing, so looking good. Looks like somebody changed that. I clean it, and there's still leak from the pan, the oil pan right here on the back. I can see. and I get the new gasket. So that's gonna be my next stop, but this is so much work to remove that pan because you can see not the best design, but basically the engine mount from the bottom, it's attached to your oil pan. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, play with that. But what I'm gonna do first, sometimes all you need to do is just tight. So maybe that's gonna work, I don't know. That's gonna be my next thing to do with Mini. Or I clean the engine pretty nicely here. So this is it. What's going on in the garage right now. Working with many cars at the same time. But finally is the time for my van Sprinter. What I'm gonna need to do next, I got the new tires, so I need to replace the tires because I'm gonna show you my tires. And they don't look so good. I'm back and I'm changing the tires, and look at this, guys, how beautiful these tires are. I actually have a screw here as well. So these tires are like 56, probably 50, maybe 5,000 miles. Ugh. I shouldn't show you this, guys, because they look so bad.